Rick's Corner. Here I am again with Rich Piana. We're going to talk about cycle theory and what works, what doesn't, how to experiment, what you take and what you don't take. And we've been discussing this, and let's go into that about what you read on the internet, what you don't, and trial and error and that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get questions all the time about this, and people always want to know my cycle, what am I taking, which, you know, obviously it's not going to do them any good. Doing what I do, that's not the way you go about it. And everyone is an internet genius. You know, everybody goes on the internet, reads about stuff, and then regurgitates to everybody else, you know, how you do this and how you do that. And the truth is reading on the internet does not make you a genius. This is not, how do you know what you're reading is true? What makes you sure that everything you're reading is 100% correct, or it's the best method out there? Let me tell you something, it's not. Everything that all these people are saying and reading about and talking about is not the best way to do things. But everybody, you know, is going by what they read, and everyone does the same exact stuff, and everyone comes to me saying the same exact things. And no one can actually think for themselves or actually find out for themselves what's the best thing to do, the best way to go about it.
Well, you know, people who have illnesses sometimes go on the internet to see what the symptoms are of their illness, and they'll see 100 symptoms, and they'll say, oh my God, I have every one of them. I got this disease, and it's not factual.
Yeah.
It's just not factual. Internet gives you some information, gives you a guideline, but it's not always 100% correct. And when it comes to steroids, who's ever writing that has never really done it to find out for themselves if it works or if it doesn't work.
Exactly.
And you had mentioned Vince Gironda. From the old days of Vince's gym with Larry Scott, Don Hallworth, Bill McCardle, all those guys who were champions. He was like a master or a guru of bodybuilding back in the day.
Yeah, he was way ahead of his time.
Way ahead
of his time. He was a genius.
And you said something about him experimenting. This is something you can try. I like this idea a lot.
Yeah, basically, he was ahead of his time in every way possible. He used his own brain. He didn't listen to what other people said. He found out things on his own for his own use. And if people want to know what the tricep rope pushdown exercise, what part of the tricep does that work? You guys tell me. You guys are going to say it works the outer head of the tricep, the lateral head. Okay, well, that's what everybody knows because that's what everybody reads. So that's what everybody says. But he would actually go to the gym and he would do, you know, 10 to 20 sets of 10 to 20 reps of just pure rope tricep pushdowns. His whole workout was rope tricep pushdowns. And the next day he would wake up and see where he's sore. Then he would know for sure what part of the tricep it was working. So he wasn't just going on what he heard. Oh, it works the outer? Okay. Oh, yeah, it works the outer. Yeah, it works the outer, works the outer, works the... And it goes along the line, and everyone just listens and regurgitates what everyone read on the internet.
Right.
But he actually went and found out for himself what exactly that machine did for him, how it affected his triceps and what area it actually worked. So he's the only one that truly knows what area of the tricep that exercise works. Everyone else is just going on what they read. So what I'm trying to tell people is don't just go on what you read. Find out, investigate, try it on yourself and see how it works. And, you know, if you want to know how primobolan works, well, you go on the internet, you read, oh, this is what it does. Then you tell John tells Fred tells Sam. Pretty soon everyone talks about what this one person read on the internet. No, why don't you do a cycle of primobolan all by itself? Right. Find out truly what it does for your body. Then you will know for sure.
Exactly.
Nobody does that. Nobody knows. Everyone's just regurgitating what they read. And it drives me crazy because everyone tells me the same thing because they all read and it travels around and around the bodybuilding circle.
I've taken certain things that people claim that work and I haven't got anything out of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing for me. And then you can take too many things. You're taking 3 or 4 things. You don't know which one works either. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to do the cocktail. I mean, everybody used to, but because there's certain things that don't work. And cycle therapy. How long do you stay on? How long do you go off? You know, what are the best combinations of things to take? I think testosterone is always a good base.
Yeah, I've experimented with a million different things, a million different ways, and I have knowledge that's just unbelievable. And it's funny because there'll be an 18-year-old, 180-pound kid on the internet will contradict what I say.
Of course.
And I'm thinking, okay, you read the internet, so now you're a steroid genius,
Exactly.
you know, and you think you know everything. And the bottom line is, you know, people out there, you don't know anything. Whatever you read is not the answer.
Exactly.
You have to experiment and find out. And there is secrets and there is ways to get more benefits from what you're doing than what you read on the internet. But you got to use your brain. You got to logically think about things, not just copy. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Don't follow the herd up the hill. Go around the hill by yourself, a shortcut.
Right.
And get there quicker.